In the welterweight division at UFC Fight Night, you got AJ Fletcher coming in at 9-2, taking on Themba Gorimbo, who comes in at 10-3. He'll be making his UFC debut. Now, Gorimbo, 2 inches taller. He's got about nearly a 10-inch reach advantage, so this guy's got a long reach. Now, AJ Fletcher has an advantage where he's a switch stance fighter. Gorimbo's going to stand right-handed, and that's all we got on Gorimbo. AJ Fletcher, on the other hand, lands about 4 significant strikes per minute. That's pretty solid. Lands nearly a takedown every round. However, he's got a 40% takedown defense. That's going to be a problem in any fight. This is why he lost to Angelusa by decision. He gave up 2 takedowns at 129 significant strikes. He lost to Matthew Semmelsberger, but the good news there is he at least made it to a decision and had 4 takedowns compared to 1 for Semmelsberger and could very easily have won that fight. And at Dana White's Contender Series, he got the win there to get to the UFC. Now, on the other hand, Gorimbo, a.k.a. The Answer, in his 10 wins, he's got 1 knockout and 6 submissions, as well as 3 decisions. So he is well-rounded in terms of losses. He's lost in every possible way in those 3 losses, by KO, by submission, and by decision. And when I look at his losses, I don't see any UFC caliber of opponents there. So that's a little bit of a concern. But at the same time, AJ Fletcher has not beat a UFC fighter thus far. So this is kind of like Themba Gorimbo's opportunity, where a lot of guys got to wait till the Contender Series. Gorimbo gets an opportunity. And that's always a tough thing for another fighter because this guy, he gets 1 chance. AJ Fletcher may be around for another 2 or 3 fights regardless, but Gorimbo's coming in and he wants to get the win here. He is the underdog, and I tend to agree with that. I'm going to lean toward AJ Fletcher, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as the odds would indicate. I think AJ Fletcher will take this to a decision. He'll need a tough 3rd round in order to get by. In other words, it's going to be a tough 3rd round that he's got to win. 1-1 going into round 3. AJ Fletcher sneaks it out. I wouldn't be surprised by a split decision either. But AJ Fletcher's got to get the win if he wants to continue in the UFC, and he'll do so. Likely on significant strikes, maybe a little control time, but he's got to defend it, and that's Gorimbo's opportunity to take this guy down and get a submission. We'll see. But AJ Fletcher wins, moved to 10-2, welterweight division, UFC Fight Night.